Good morning, fellow traders. Bubba here. Time for the Good Morning Market Prep for Wednesday, October the 21st, 2020. I hope everybody had a great night last night. This is brought to you by Positive Trends Research. Everything we're going to talk about is for educational purposes only and not investment advice, so please take a moment to review this disclaimer. Awesome. All right, let's check and see where we left with the market yesterday. So SPX inside month, upper shadow off the upper Bollinger Band here on the monthly chart. Weekly chart, we're still a little bit concerned about what's happening this week, right? If we have a big flush down this week, that gives us an evening star reversal on the weekly chart, and that could have some more ominous implications. Of course, we're over the Cloud Canyon right here. We've passed the inflection point where we go yellow to red or green to red, essentially. So this is kind of still a big area of concern. There's a lot of gravity below it too, but we'll continue to keep an eye on that. Currently, the wave count we're seeing is potential wave 4 right here. It just all depends on what type of follow through we get and if we cross over wave 1, if this wave 4 stays valid. So either way, it was a nice run out of the cloud right here. So we'll see what they have in store for this one. Let's take a look at SPY. So a little bit of decreased volume yesterday. Again, inside day yesterday, so definitely pay attention to those levels going into today. We're kind of triangulating going into today, so we have a little bit bounce off of the overnight lows a couple times here, kind of chopping around in the middle of the range right now. So definitely something to keep an eye on here, as everything seems to be waiting on stimulus news, and it could go either way, right? So the triangle kind of implies that. If we take a look at the S&P futures right here, we can see we've got a bounce off a couple signal zones. The overnight bounce is off an older signal zone right here, but kind of some lower shadows off of that. So let's just kind of keep an eye on this here. We could see we had a drop zone last night, right? So we had this rally-based drop. So that area is actually very important going in today. And then we had a drop-based drop here. So we're kind of stuck between those areas right here. If we can get out of the triangle, right, we may see a test of yesterday's highs. If we break below the triangle, we got a couple signal zones below that might get tested. Let's take a look at the MES and make sure our geometric lines are set up there. All right, here we go. Let's get this up here. So large geometric line right here. Okay, and here. So nice, again, same triangle. So it's good stuff there. Let's take the Qs and see how they're doing this morning here. So seems a little bit like they're trying to rally this morning. I mean, it's basically they're just rallying on Snap earnings. So Snap could be a hero for a day, right? We could be heroes. So anyway, it's trying. So a little bit of a pullback here pre-market. We'll see how we go into the open session on that one. IWM could be interesting today, right? Keep an eye on the banks. It's kind of chopping around a lot this morning. See what they say. See what what happens with the airlines today. No stimulus, not good for the airlines, right? So the banks keep on saying they need stimulus. So we'll see how that goes. Let's take a look at Apple this morning and see how it's looking. So Apple down a little bit here this morning. Just kind of some really kind of choppy stuff going on here. So just kind of keep an eye on these geometric levels and see how it holds going into today. See if we can break out one way or the other. Tesla. So Tesla has earnings tonight. So look for a little shenanigans here today. Obviously, premiums are going to be all inflated because of the IV, which is implied volatility, right? So watch this triangle right here. See if we break out one way or the other here going into the opening session. Other than that, a couple ones that are definitely on the radar today. Netflix had earnings last night. Had a loss of subscribers and or less subscribers than expected. And anyway, gapping down on that one. So it is a good reversal candidate. It's got some crazy ticks from last night. So just see how it holds right here. Again, watch the pre-market lows. If it does break down below this 486.50 level, we might see some more downside on Netflix. Other than that, earnings, Texas Instruments, again, can affect the semiconductors a little bit. Crazy range right here, probably going to be out of play today. Snap, though, if it can hold up and get over this 35.60 level, right, we might see a little bit of a gap and go on Snap, or if it can essentially defend these pre-market lows, give us a nice lower shadow off of these, right, we might see another potential to the upside on Snap. So definitely something to keep an eye on there. Another one you might want to keep an eye on is Pins. Pins up, definitely in sympathy there with Snap, so that's another good one to keep an eye on too. And then Work. So Work has had a kind of an epic move recently. Had a rough day yesterday, and they downgraded it here today. So this is kind of one of those momentum candles right there. It's like, all right, we get down the cloud. Yeah, we get on the cloud. So anyway, so interesting move right there. It's basically gapping down to this area right here, so below the 382. So let's see how that holds. Anyway, very, very interesting move on Work, right? We can clearly see a 1-2, right? And probably like a 3, and maybe it's working on a 4 right here. So if we actually start, yeah, this is fine for this wave right here. So see how the 382 holds, or a 618 might be valid on this one, and then we'll see if work is ready to bounce. So anyway, good stuff, guys. I hope everybody has an awesome trading day today. We'll catch you guys at the the lunchtime market update. And until then, stay healthy out there, and remember, risk first and stay safe so you can stay in the game. And I'll talk to you guys soon.